Hey guys, welcome back. It's your girl Magic Mermaid, and today we are literally about to get into the Gemini September 2025 Tarotscope reading. Not gonna lie, I'm a little late, but y'all would have never knew that if I didn't say it. But I am a little late, but it's okay. It's only September 2nd. So we're pre-shuffled off of screen, of course. And then make sure you guys go follow me on my other platforms at Magic Mermaid on Instagram and at Magic Mermaid 25 on TikTok. And then you guys make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and drop your comments below to let me know what you guys think, if this story makes sense to you, if you're going through something similar or not at all. We're gonna go ahead and get started because I already have everything ready for us. So let's go. We have 4 of Wands, Gemini, 6 of Pentacles, okay, the Ace of Wands, okay, and we have the 2 of Cups. Ooh, this is spicy. The Chariot, okay, and then we have the Queen of Swords. So I'm going to shuffle once more, then I'm going to get the clarifiers, and we're going to bring out our oracle cards and see what Geminis have going on in the month of September. So first off, we have the Knight of Cups clarifying the 4 of Wands. We have the Knight of Wands clarifying the 6 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles clarifying the Ace of Wands. We have Page of Swords clarifying the 2 of Cups. And we have the Page of Wands clarifying the Chariots. And we have the 2 of Swords clarifying the Queen of Swords. Let's get the oracle cards. Pleiades, okay, it says double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. And then we have boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Okay. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations and divine plan. And then we have keepers of the earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. I really love that this card popped up because you know what? I was literally just talking to my ancestors before I started this reading, but also, I was talking to them because I was discussing the fact that when I was in my meditation today, that I was like, communicating them, giving them permission to come in and assist me with whatever, I need to be assisted with today. And I usually only do that on special days where I feel like it's going to be some special important information coming through. But then probably an hour after I did my meditation, I was doing my hair and I was about to get upset about something. And then my grandma, the song that she uses to communicate with me, it came right on. And I was like, oh, okay, be calm, keep calm, be calm, be calm, be calm. Only the real ones know. So, I feel like this month in September, Geminis, major communication with your ancestors. I think that even a lot of Gemini people this month are going to be connecting with like-minded people or people from different groups or different social groups that really are more so aligned with their lifestyle, their belief systems, and things like that. So I do feel like Geminis are going through some and I don't even want to say changes, but it's more so like an unfoldment. It's like things are unfolding because I don't feel like anything is brash or happening all at once. I feel like it's a very slow incremental process that is occurring for my Gemini people right now, but you are being put into a more fulfilled alignment. So let's just get it started. We have the 4 of Wands clarified by the Knight of Cups. Okay, and just like the 6 of Pentacles clarified by the Knight of Wands. Whenever 4 of Wands and 6 of Pentacles comes together, it's going to be talking about, well, I hope I don't accidentally pull my goodies up. It's going to be talking about a generous community, right? That you are coming into, Gemini. So coming into the month of September. So for some of you, this could be your social media influence. This could be saying, okay, now you're finally starting to get monetized. You're finally starting to get income come in from whatever your creative abilities are. For whatever your content is that you do, you're starting to see okay, people are coming in. Maybe you're going live on TikTok and you're getting a lot of money and donations and you're getting clients that way. So I feel like what it's talking about is there's a lot of just abundance, giving and taking coming in the month of September, especially Four of Wands is going to be community, 100%. Knight of Cups is a romantic proposal or an offer. So this could be, like, yes, a generous community, or you could just be, maybe you're dating someone and they are much more generous than previous relationships. And so you're coming into a situation where you really get to enjoy a generous lifestyle is what I would say. A generous lifestyle, right? And so, who is it? What you got going on? Okay. And so, yes. So this is being offered to you. I do feel like you're being monetized. And so this is bringing lots of more revenue, clientele, business your way. But for others of you, you could be connecting with someone who is very generous, very passionate. You know, they're definitely looking at you in a way where they're like, okay, let's get this party started. Okay. But it definitely feels like whatever you are deserving, you are receiving it this month in September. Like whatever work you have put in, you are receiving it in September. So you're going to get to see a lot of that, whether this is in a romantic sense or this is in a sense of like your business or content that you create. Or some of you have a new job and this is the new community that's being talked about is that, you know, it's very generous. Maybe it comes with a lot of benefits. Maybe it comes with a lot of perks. It comes with a lot of just kind of things always coming into play that are like abundant. And, you know, you receive abundance through all these various avenues that you probably never were before. Okay, so definitely that's a story. So then we have the Ace of Wands clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, right? So this is going to be talking about a brand new start in the home. So a brand new start as it pertains to your family legacy or your family inheritance, your family generational wealth. So this could be a brand new start. So maybe because you have this new job or you have this new avenue of income, then it starts a fresh new beginning in your home life, because just you're able to do so much more. You have much more freedom. You are happier. But for some of you, because like I said, Geminis, there's two stories going on here. For some Geminis, one thing's going on. For other Geminis, another thing's happening. And just like a mixed bag. But I do feel like for some of you, this could even be talking about starting a new family legacy. So this could be talking about finally having things in line. Finally having things in line. Sorry, my dog keeps bumping the camera. Finally having things in line to where, Gemini, you can do what needs to be done, but also you can do more of the things that you want to do. You can do more of the things that you enjoy. You can be around the people that you relate to and that they bring you joy and happiness. And not even that they bring you joy and happiness, but you are joyful and you are happy, and they are also joyful and they are also happy. And so you guys hang out and you get to be joyful and happy, and there is no like, you know, negative like person trying to steal or drain your energy or drain you of your good energy and replace your good energy with negativity. It's like you're starting something different where you don't have to deal with that kind of energy. So we move on because we have the Two of Cups here clarified by the Page of Swords. That Page of Swords energy is going to be really tapping into some sort of curiosity, some sort of spying, right? Somebody's spying, somebody's looking, somebody's trying to peep, somebody's trying to scope the scenery, right? So for Geminis, like, you know, like I said, the start of a brand new legacy for some of you, because this Two of Cups is like the beginning of a love connection where you're just getting to know each other and things feel very good and romantic and things of that nature. So this could be someone that you were thinking about, or they are thinking about you, or maybe this person is spying on you. Maybe you're spying on them. Maybe you both are having the same equal curiosity about one another. And I do see that something, so it's giving something. In the month of September, I do see that there is communication in some form of coming together, or some form of just catching up. It could be, because I do feel like this could be someone from your past, but for others of you, this is going to be a brand new person, but somebody that you already had your eyes on, or they already had their eyes on you, and you could kind of just feel that energy from them. So then we have the Chariot, clarified by the Page of Wands. So the Chariot is about victory, forward movement, and things moving forward. So I feel like you have this new avenue of income. Then you have this new person coming in who is like wanting to date you or wanting to get to know you. So the energy in September is just very fresh, very new, very exciting, because, you know, Geminis, we love that exciting energy, but also, like, we can do the mundane and the boring. We really, really can. And we can do it for long periods of time, but then also, like, in the midst of that, we do need some sort of rejuvenation, or add some sort of spark or something like that. And so I do feel like a lot of Geminis have been going through a time period where things were just very dry, very bland, very boring. There had been no progress, no movement. There had been, you know, nothing to keep the imagination going, right? And Gemini's like, we are the child. We are the child of the zodiac. We are the sibling. We are the neighbor. We are the lover. Okay, so it's like, yeah, it's like for a kid, like, you know, you gotta add a little flavor in it every once in a while. And if that surge of energy gets neglected, right, in a relationship with a Gemini, it can be very detrimental to their mental health. It can be very detrimental to, I just think, a lot of things. You know, just the way that we say, and I don't mean to throw any Leos under the bus, because I'm not. My mother's a Leo. But don't you know the way we say, like, Leos are like, they're very confident, but also, like, on the inside, they can come off like a little bit like needy or clingy, which is nothing wrong with that, because I'm a needy, clingy girl. But, like, so the same thing with Geminis. It's like, you know, they say we're childish. But, like, we're childish. You gotta know, like, a child needs excitement, right? So I feel like anytime that your needs are neglected in that respect, Gemini, it's going to affect you very deeply. And so this month you might be making some very major changes. Some major shifts could be occurring. They could be occurring. They are occurring. We're in eclipse season. It starts on September 7th. So, yeah, we're just ready. We want to see what's going to happen. But this Page of Wands energy is talking about adventure and exploration, you know, things that we have never experienced before, or like stepping into a new way of life, stepping into a new lifestyle, and really just looking at it and being like, wow, I've never experienced this before, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep moving forward, because I can't wait to see what else unfolds for me, because I've never experienced this before. It's a little bit scary, but at the same time, it's one foot in front of the other. And Gemini, you are making the progress that is needed. Like, whatever steps need to be taken to move forward, you're doing that. And you're like, I'm never scared. I'm going to do what needs to be done every time, on timing, you know. So that's just how we are. Queen of Swords, clarified by the Two of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords, she is us. She is the Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius woman. Okay, and now this woman, she is very clear about what it is that she wants, about what it is that she requires, about what it is that she's not willing to tolerate, about just all kind of things. Like we said, we're moving into groups that are more aligned with us, that are more aligned with our being and our lifestyle and the way we think. And just like, I think a lot of Geminis are definitely wanting to be in more positive spaces in the month of September. And I think, like, especially in August, oh my gosh, August was so crazy. But especially in August, there was like so much spiritual warfare. And it's like, now it's like, oh my gosh, please. Please. But so much spiritual warfare and not knowing which way things were going to go, who's going to be by your side, who's not, who's getting eliminated, who's not. And like, just like wanting to just know people's true nature and people's true actions, people's true feelings about how they feel about you and all this stuff. And, you know, the universe and God wasn't giving you no answers. They was like, just wait and see. And I think in the month of September, that wait and see, you're starting to see. Like, the waiting is over and you're really starting to see. You're really starting to see now. And the Queen of Swords just makes that, these lessons be 10 times more like impactful for Geminis in the month of September, because you're really like, okay, I completely understand what's going on now. I understand who's who. I understand who's on what side. I understand what I deserve. I understand what I'm not receiving. I understand what I would like to give. And I also understand who's not willing to receive anything from me also. And so you have to understand those spaces in your life where it's like you're giving and it's like you should not. Like, or you're giving and it's like you're not going to get what you're giving. Okay? But that's also a lesson for Geminis, because we should never be giving from a space of wanting to receive something back for what we're giving. If you want to give, then you just give. And if you don't receive something back in return, then you were never supposed to receive something back in return for that. You were supposed to just give. And God needed to use you in that moment. And God used you in that moment. And you either already were repaid or you will be repaid. Right? But everything else is out of your control. And all you can do is surround yourself with people who understand you. With people who don't make it a point to misunderstand you, right? So I think that you're moving into a space where you're feeling much more understood. You're being acknowledged. Your wants and needs are being met. You are not sacrificing yourself for others any longer in the month of September, Gemini. You are so over that and so beyond that you're about to get so focused on your own SHIT, your own interests, your own everything. And it's like people are probably going to start calling you selfish. If they haven't been already, you're like giving all of this and then people will still have the nerve to call you selfish. I think in the month of September, and that's not a thing. Like, Geminis are not selfish, so they would never even place their energy in that space and be like, oh, I think I'm going to be selfish this month. Because even when we do try to think of things that way, it's almost impossible for us, because that's just not our true nature. We're just not like that. We are giving people. We are loving people. We are compassionate people. We are understanding people. We are like the most fair individuals besides a Libra, probably, right? So it's just saying, like, whatever indecision or confusion you were having at the end of September, all confusion is out the window. Mental fog is gone. You are completely clear on what's going on. You are completely clear on what needs to be done, who you're moving forward with, who you're not moving forward with. Like, everything is just crystal clear. Like this quartz crystal. Maybe y'all can receive a couple vibrations. Hey, baby, send them some great vibrations to all my good Gemini people. Okay. Yeah. So you're just like, So now this makes sense why we have this Pleiades card. It's called Double Mission, Channeling and Uplifting Humanity. So this card comes out when you are kind of in your dual energy, but also like you have dual missions going on. Like you're completing more than one mission at a time, or more than one spiritual lesson at a time. So you could be leaving out of one situation but making sure to do it with integrity, and then you could be walking into another situation and also making sure to do that in with integrity, you know, and not just be reckless, not be impulsive, not just, you know, do people how they do you. the gag But that's okay. That's why we're different. That's why we are individuals. That's why we are sophisticated. That's why we are intelligent. That's why we are beautiful. That's why we are nurturing and caring. And so it takes a lot to be that girl. So, you know, we got to go through, you know, kind of stuff that other people don't got to go through. And that's okay. So, yeah. And so double mission also, like, as far as you inheriting this generosity or this financial abundance that's coming in for you, that's a part of the double mission, because you're creating a new form of generational wealth for your blood, for your lineage, for your ancestors. Booyah. Okay. And is. So then we have boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? So this could be talking about how, you know, you're kind of moving through life in September and you're shifting communities, you're shifting, you know, who you hang with, what you do, all that good stuff. So it's saying, like, even coming into these new situations and leaving old situations, there are boundaries that need to be implemented. And boundaries are to protect ourselves. And so that we can still be around the people that we love, but also so that we are protected and we are not being harmed because of lack of assertion, right? So it's just talking about how in September, you are developing new boundaries. You're putting up boundaries with people that you used to collaborate with and saying, listen, we can't collaborate in this way anymore, but we can collaborate in this way if you like. Some people are saying, no, if you don't want to collaborate with me in that way, then I don't want to collaborate with you at all. And I feel like, Gemini, you're like, okay, your choice. Like, that's fine. You know, so, but even going into these new situations, I feel like you are making sure that you are remaining grounded, Gemini. You are focused on yourself. You are, you know, you have your balance and your self-love, and you have everything kind of like balanced how it is. And it's like, if any new people or any new situations come in, it has to be able to fit into your mold of what you have going on, because I feel like you've kind of created some sort of formula for success. And so, but that is a part of your boundary, is like, I'm going to remain in my routines no matter what. And like, if someone wants to add to my life, then my routines should not be affected. My work should not be affected. I should not be distracted by you from my work or anything like that. So that's just another way, Gemini, that you can make sure that you are aligning with the right people. So say if you have a work schedule and then, you know, somebody want to pop up at your house at the exact time where you would be doing your work. To me, that shows lack of alignment. Like, we're not aligned, because when I be aligned with people, I'll be doing my work for the day, and then the person that I love will literally pop up the moment I close out my last. And I'll be like, dang, that's alignment. That's my girl. Purr. You know? But somebody calling you while you're in the middle of your work, popping up on you while you're in the middle of your work, or trying to get you out the house while you're trying to have a productive day. That's misalignment. So these are just little things that you can pick up on, Gemini, to help you. Okay, so we have Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seating the light, laying foundations, the divine plan. So September is laying a lot of foundations for the newness that is coming into your life, Gemini. And so just be ready. Like, you know, this is just slow planting of seeds. You know, don't be too impulsive. Don't try to jump out there or nothing. Stick to your routine. Stick to what you already got going on, because it's working. It's successful. Keep doing it. Slow and steady wins the race. Okay? And don't let nobody throw you off your swivel. Okay? Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. So what I was reiterating in the beginning is that This is like, it's breaking a lot of generational curses here, Gemini, and I feel like it's in a work sense and also in a love sense as well. So it's like your ancestors are really rooting for you. They're like, let's go. Look at my ancestors. This is my Aunt Annie. This is my Uncle Dickie or Uncle John. But this is my most beautiful grandmother. Like, oh my gosh, she's so gorgeous. I miss her so bad. I'll cry right now. Please stop. I will literally cry right now. Okay, let me end it. But yes, you have helpers. You don't have to do it alone. You have people that are rooting for you. You have people that even though they're on the other side, you're helping them as well, because blood is blood, DNA is DNA, and lineage is lineage. Okay? Epigenetics, baby. And you're fixing it up real good, Gemini. That's what we like to see. That's your reading, Gemini. This was the longest reading out of all of them. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. And I will definitely see you guys next month.